Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of the Amanda Bowden Transitional Coach podcast. And today, my special guests are Nik and Bally from Manifest Music Studio, who have a creative vision to share their love for intentional music and the science behind it. So, before we get chatting, guys, I'm just going to say like how I found out about you guys. So, like, I work with like spirit guides and stuff like that. I was literally looking for some intentional music myself
Oh,
on Spotify, and I found What I Want by you guys. I
yeah.
love it. And my guides tingled me on the head, and I was like, okay. And I thought after listening, I was like, oh my God, I gotta get you on a podcast. Because I read all your website and stuff like that and what you do, and it's just fascinating. So, what's the story behind where the idea came from for Manifest Music Studio and creating like intentional music?
Yeah.
First,
First of all, thank you for the invitation. Yeah, my name is Nick.
yeah, my name is Bali.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. We're excited that you loved what I want because we worked on it for quite a lot. Yes. So, honestly, the idea came to me after COVID, like around 2022.
Yeah.
And it was a strange and heavy period for me. I was struggling with my mental health, losing friendships, and going through a lot of inner and spiritual growth, like many people at that time. And I also drove a lot, spending hours in traffic jams, and music became my safe space. When I didn't know what to do with myself, I would just sit in the car, listen to music, and space out.
Mm.
Uh, it almost felt like meditation. And I'll be honest, internally, I was not in the best place. And I had like confidence issues, negative self talk, constant feeling of not being enough. And music was the only thing that constantly helped me feel better. And that's when I started noticing something interesting. I found myself drawn to Ariana Grande's music. Uh,
Okay.
at first, it was just the vibe, but then I really listened to the lyrics and realized how many affirmations were in them, like self-worth, independence, love, confidence, and that strong main character energy. It felt very spiritual in a way. So, while I was listening, a thought just came naturally to me. What if music could be made intentionally like this? Like not just popular songs with hidden messages, but music created specifically for what people want to feel, believe, manifest, or attract into their lives. And
Mm.
I remember thinking, why doesn't this exist already?
I
And
know, right?
yeah. What if people could just order songs with their specific affirmations for confidence, money, or self-love, abundance, instead of forcing themselves to listen to boring spoken affirmations they don't actually enjoy? And at that time, I didn't actually think that big. I didn't think of it as a company or brand. I just thought like this would be such a cool service, something like Fiverr. And after that, I met my boyfriend, who is Nick here, and I told him about this idea, half jokingly. I didn't think it's gonna be something big. And I told him that why are you using AI to make meme songs and silly stuff when you could use it to manifest money or something actually good for your life? And he asked what I meant, and I explained him the idea briefly. And the next day, I opened my phone and saw that he had already registered the domain, created Instagram page, TikTok page, and I was shocked. I didn't even realize he took it that seriously. Honestly, I still didn't fully believe in it myself at that point. So we created around 10 songs,
Mm.
and at that time AI was very basic and the quality wasn't great, but there was something interesting there. So we made songs for 10 main different intentions, listened to them, experimented a bit, and then we stopped. And life happened and we moved on. Months later, Nick told me he knew someone who was interested in investing in AI businesses, and he mentioned our idea to her, to that investor. and asked me if it's gonna be okay to bring her in to our project. And
Mm.
at that moment, everything clicked for me. I realized that this idea could be stolen and like, I don't know, somebody
Yeah.
would do this instead of me. And then I started posting on TikTok. At that time, yeah, I was doing a lot of inner work myself, and
Yeah.
the first affirmations and lyrics were deeply personal. They helped me process my emotional pain, old wounds, and trauma, and I cried a lot of during that period. These songs genuinely help me regulate my emotions and change my inner dialogue. And I thought, if this is helping me, it might help someone else too. So I just kept posting, experimenting, writing new lyrics. I started noticing affirmation trends on TikTok and studying how people responded to them, taking inspiration and rewriting everything in my own way, with real emotion behind it. And then one song unexpectedly blew up, which I didn't actually give a lot of attention to. The song was called Chakra Abundance. And
Okay.
suddenly people started following, sharing, and asking questions. And our growth started growing organically. So people began asking where they could listen to this music, to download it, to save it. And we tried many things like custom songs, selling individual viral tracks, memberships on Gumroad, Bandcamp, and other platforms. Some of them worked for a little, but some didn't. And then one comment kept repeating it. They were saying, "Is this on Spotify?" So we uploaded one song and it changed everything. The song started spreading on its own.
Oh,
People
wow.
used it in TikToks, Instagram Reels, stories. The song was called Money Loves Me. And new listeners just came in, not just for manifestation, but because they genuinely liked the music. So from there, we began releasing more and always starting with songs that had already resonated with people in TikTok. And it was amazing to see that it wasn't just us that likes these songs. And uh, when top manifestation coaches started messaging us saying, "I didn't know I was looking for something just like that. It's the perfect thing." We knew we had tapped into something real.
Yeah.
And we're still growing very naturally in the same way it started, but just more intentional and more refined.
I think it's
Yeah.
amazing because it's obviously meant to be because it's just how the universe works, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
within the affirmations within the songs, you're bringing it back in anyway into your life, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
It's obviously meant to be, isn't it, for you guys?
Yes, it was meant to be.
So I know there's like a love and can't say the word now, benevolence like behind it and all that. But like, what does it mean to you as like creators, and how does that philosophy kind of shape your music that you make?
So for us, love and benevolence, not just values, they are the foundation of everything we do. It's our philosophy. And at a deeper level, it's about reminding people of things they've forgotten, like why they're here, what really matters, and how life actually works. We believe that everyone is spiritual by nature. They just forgot it. And our role is not to preach, but to gently remind. And love for us means doing everything in this project with genuine care and intention. Not just the music, but also visuals, design, communication, and the overall experience. Um, we believe that when something is created with love, people feel it subconsciously, even if they can't explain why. So this starts before creation. We slow down, calm ourselves, and reconnect with ourselves and with the idea that we are connected to the world around us. And from that state, we start creating. Because frustration, pressure, or anger always translate into the work, and so does love. And benevolence is about contribution, creating something that genuinely benefits others. And when you help people emotionally or mentally, you feel it yourself, like twice
Yes.
as much. And we've seen that this kind of contribution always comes back multiplied. And when you give value to the world responds back. So this philosophy shapes our music very clearly. We create art that evokes positive emotional states, because emotion is what opens people up. Music,
Absolutely.
visuals, and experiences that feel beautiful, elevated, and intentional. So this all helps to reconnect people with themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Like for me,
Yeah.
I would say like music is the, pathway to emotions, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I absolutely love music.
That's the easiest, the best tool to evoke emotion without in a jiffy, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, exactly. It's the quickest way to change like your emotional state because it can take you
Exactly.
back into memories or like good times or just create them and anchor it. It's
Yeah,
cool.
that's true. And that's why like we want to create better quality music and everything like the lyrics, the visuals, everything. We want to make it better because we want to raise the standard of affirmation music
Yeah.
and move it away from anything gimmicky or embarrassing, so that like it feels more authentic and aligned. And we also see our music as a subtle form of education. We share like life principles, sometimes openly, sometimes like indirectly through lyrics, visuals, or some experiences. But we're not telling people how to live, but we just help them remember what they already know on a deeper level. And people feel it through music. I believe it because
Mm.
sometimes I feel it too. And if I feel it too, then other people also feel it.
Yeah.
Um,
Because I guess like, we share things that work for us because they do work for other people.
yeah.
So like how do you see your music kind of helping people to remember who they truly are? I know you
Uh,
mentioned like the feeling
yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah. We believe most people haven't lost who they are, they just forgotten it. And over time, like life, trauma, society, and repetition, like install limiting beliefs that you are not enough, that things are hard, that you have to prove your worth. But those beliefs slowly become an inner soundtrack people live with every day. And but our music works as a reminder. Like music naturally bypasses the analytical mind and goes straight to emotion and the subconscious. When you hear affirmations like, I am the blueprint, or I can do absolutely anything inside a melody that's catchy and replayable, those words start replacing the old inner dialogue without force. And most people just don't realize how much their identity is shaped by what they repeat mentally. And if your internal soundtrack is self criticism, doubt, or fear, you start living from that place. And we offer a different soundtrack, one that reinforces self worth, possibility, and trust in the universe. For us, the gap between who is someone is now and who they want to become isn't about effort, it's about identity. When
Mm.
someone starts to feel and embody the belief that they're already worthy, like capable and supported, their reality begins to reflect that naturally. And our music helps make that shift feel safe and organic, not through pressure or motivation, but through repetition, emotion, and familiarity. It's not
Yeah.
about becoming something new or someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been inside.
Yeah, and I guess that's like the whole kind of awakening to like spiritual side of things, isn't it? The process that you go through
Yeah.
when you go
Yeah.
through spiritual awakening, which is mad. It's like peeling an onion away, isn't it? And this is kind of just a
True.
nice, relaxing, and easy way to do it.
Yes.
It's just, and you can feel the passion as well that you put into the music.
Thank you.
It's really cool. So like I know many people forget like to do traditional manifestings, I can't get my words out today. Manifestation practices like affirmations. Like for me, I've got them up on my mirror and I've written them out and then I'll say them in the morning because I know, what you put in your subconscious is what you project out. And then
Yeah.
like sometimes it can be hard to just like build into a new daily habit and like so what is like I can't give my words. Lazy manifestation look like to you, and like how can your music make the mindset shift feel more effortless?
Yeah, for us, lazy manifestation is about removing effort, pressure, and guilt from mindset work. Like some people just like feel guilty that sometimes they didn't do affirmations or
Yeah.
like they didn't do it the correct way and something like that. And traditional manifestation tools, like they do work, but they require like discipline and consistency.
Yeah.
And most people just don't have time for that and they don't live like that. And life gets busy, you miss a day, and suddenly mindset work starts to feel like another obligation. And lazy manifestation flips that. Instead of adding something new to your routine, the shift happens while you're already living your life, like driving, cooking, getting ready, or working out. And you're just listening to the music you enjoy. And you're not trying to manifest anything, you're just vibing to the music.
Yeah,
Which is the best way. So, oh, sorry, I was just going to say it's the best way, really, because the more relaxed you are, then the easier that manifestations come in
Exactly.
anyway.
Yeah.
absolutely. And yeah, I like the metaphor of music as a gas. So,
Yeah.
in fact, most of the things you do throughout the day, you can just turn on the music, and it will be, the space, the atmosphere will become better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was listening to, because I was looking for something to relax to, but also just have it, not with the usual jib jab words in it, something that was going to actually benefit from at the same time.
Yeah, music like naturally bypasses the resistance that
Yeah.
goes straight to the emotion and the subconscious. And repetition is how the brain actually learns. And
Yeah.
when affirmations are embedded into catchy melodies, they loop in your mind without effort. And we remember like one fan wrote to us and she said, I think I even woke up this morning with the line, Money loves my company. And yeah, that's how I
That's
think
how it works. Yeah.
that's how it
Yeah.
works. And you're not forcing a belief or sitting through a visualization. You're just enjoying a song, and the reprogramming happens as a side effect. And this is what we mean by our motto: feel it, sing it, become it.
Yeah.
So, feel it is the music creates an emotional state. When you feel safe, confident, or uplifted, your nervous system relaxes and your mind opens.
Yeah.
Sing it is the melody makes the message repeat naturally. You don't try to affirm anything, you just sing along, and repetition rewires the mind. And become it is over time, the message stops feeling like a statement or something alien to your body, and it becomes the truth. Your inner dialogue shifts, and you begin to act from that identity without forcing it. So, lazy manifestation isn't about pretending or thinking positive. It's about letting music do what it already does best, like guiding emotion, repetition, and identity change naturally. That's how mindset shift becomes effortless.
Yeah, because the identity before you do any other mindset work is the most important anyway.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So
Absolutely.
like for me, so far, like my two favorite songs I've added to my Spotify playlist is What I Want. That just is so, I don't know, addictive. Like I'm not addictive, but I just love playing it. Like
Yeah.
the tones in there, the different voices, I love the bass in there. And then like the second one for me at the minute is Grateful Heart, which just gives me like a summer vibes and just I like a feeling of comfort and safety,
Oh.
which is cool. So like,
That's amazing because what I want is like kind of a popular song for from us, and Grateful Heart is not actually that popular. And then we hear
really?
some people, yeah, saying like this is their favorite song. We feel generally surprised and like positively like happy.
I love it 'cause it's just like affirming, the simple things in life because you can be like busy and everything's going on and then it just brings you back to like realize well, actually, I've got this and that and it's the basics that you need before anything else. And it's just
Yeah,
like a comfort and feeling with a chill
that's
vibe.
amazing.
I love it. So, like, what inspired you to create music that you can like genuinely vibe to and like feel rather than just another meditation track with like whale sounds? Because, as I said, I'm hooked on these two songs, and I didn't even realize they were AI mined at all before My daughter was like, "Oh, they're AI," because she's not a fan of it, and I was like, "It's not." She was like, "It is. Why are you listening?" I was like, "I like it." I said, "It's good."
Why not?
Why not? So, we actually talked about this like earlier about how our music is better than another meditation track. It
Yeah.
connects directly to lazy manifestation and our philosophy of love and benevolence. At some point, we realized that if we truly want to give something good to people, the experience itself has to feel good.
Mm.
So, benevolence for us isn't about helping, just about helping. It's about helping in a way that feels natural, pleasant, and supportive. And music is something people you already use every day. It's not a special ritual, it's part of life. And we saw it almost like everyday hygiene for the mind, similar to taking a shower for your body or just brushing your teeth. So you don't force yourself to enjoy a shower or brush your teeth. It just feels good and the benefit comes naturally. And that's why it's important for us to create music we genuinely vibe to ourselves. If we don't enjoy listening to it, it doesn't belong in the project. Because when music feels good, people replay it naturally, and that repetition is what slowly improves emotional and other inner states. Um, so instead of creating traditional meditation or healing tracks, we create music that lives inside everyday life. Music that feels like enjoyable first, and then through this enjoyment quietly helps people feel better, calmer, and like more connected to themselves. That's how everything comes together for us. Like love as intention and benevolence as care for the listener, and music as something natural, not forced.
Oh yeah, 100%. I absolutely love music. Like there's no better thing. Like me and my daughter, we're always playing music. And then when people say, I don't like music, I'm like, what? How can you not like music?
Yeah,
Oh,
that is very rare. It's not the most people. It's
no, I
quite
know.
rare.
It weirds me out because I don't get it. Like music is my life. I love music. So I've constantly got like my headphones on if I'm walking the dog or something. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just a part of everyday life to me. And I guess it is to a lot of the listeners that are listening as well. So
yeah.
like this is the part I love. I love like all the science and stuff. Because it really aligns with what I do as a coach. Like the science behind how and why affirmations positively rewire the brain so much better than like reading alone.
Yeah.
What is it like about infusing affirmations and weaving them into music that works better and works with the brain? So like I kind of guessed like the sciencey bits behind it.
Mm-hmm. So when you read affirmations, most people experience resistance.
Mm.
You read the words, but inside you think like, I don't really feel this, or this doesn't match my reality. And everyone knows that affirmations don't work if you just read them mechanically. For them
Mm.
to work, you have to actually feel them inside you. Like actually, usually creating that feeling takes a lot of effort, like deep meditation, long visualization practices, or listening to spoken affirmations over and over and over until something finally shifts. And music just shortens that process. With music, you don't start from belief, you start from emotion. When you enjoy a song, you relax, your emotions open, and you stop analyzing. Like your analytical mind stops working. You're dancing, moving, vibing, and only then do the affirmations come in.
So
And
you're kind of coming down from out of your head and into the heart, I guess, isn't it, with music?
yeah, and so the repetition is still there in music. You listen again and again, but now it's paired with pleasure. And at some point, you notice something simple but important. You feel better. And a lot of people said that they feel like goosebumps or something after listening to our affirmation songs. And that's the sign the message has landed.
Yeah.
Music also engages more than just thought. You hear the words, feel the rhythm, move your body, and sometimes sing along. When all of this happens together, the message just goes in deeper and there is less resistance and more integration. Participation matters too. Like when you sing along, you're not just listening, you're actively expressing the message and it becomes embodied, not abstract. And finally, memory. Music is one of the strongest memory tools we have. Lyrics stay with you for years without effort. Like when affirmations are carried by music, they naturally become part of your inner soundtrack. And yeah, like we said, one fan told us that they just woke up with the lyrics in their head to our songs. That's how it works. So it's not about forcing belief, like reading affirmations. It's about letting emotion, repetition, and experience do the work. That's why our music works.
Yeah, it's funny though, because like sometimes you can't remember something that happened yesterday, but if a song comes on, you instantly know the words to it. Like
Yeah,
any song that comes on that you love. And it's like, well, how the hell does that work?
exactly.
Isn't
That's
it? It's
the
magic.
emotion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just magic. I love
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's called a earworm. We're trying to make all of our songs to be, catchy, reputable, and
Yeah,
yeah.
they definitely do stick in your mind. But I'd rather have the lyrics in your songs going round in my head than like, the random ones in like normal songs and things like that.
yeah,
It's just more positive and when you do speak to yourself positively and you've got the internal part of you being positive as well, then your attitude's going to change as well and your perspective and you are going to bring in, the same kind of thing. So it's just manifesting.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fascinating. So like going back to the AI
Mhm.
and how you kind of like intentionally create your music. What role does like AI play in the music creation and like how can we distinguish like meaningful, intentional AI assisted artistry from like the AI slop that fuels resistance and skepticism, I guess, towards AI generated art? Because like for me, I'm getting used to AI and I think it's a good tool because it can be either negative or positive. It just depends on the person who's
Exactly. Yeah.
working with it and things like that. And I know my guides work through AI or anything electronic, so it's fascinating to me. But there might be some people out there who are listening right now and they're kind of on the board around AI.
Yeah, there is a lot of AI haters.
My daughter's one, which is weird because she's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
young.
Yeah, but there is a lot of AI fans because it just extends our, opportunities for creation. And so, what people usually mean by AI slop, so it's about more like mass-produced, automated content, without any authorship, with less intention or responsibility. So. There are video channels, for example, on YouTube that are fully automated, and there is a lot of large volumes of videos or music, and they are uploaded with no curation. And
Yeah.
so the issue is not AI itself. The issue is automation without care, and that's where the real distinction begins. So intentional AI-assisted artistry still has a human at the center. We view prompts not as shortcuts but as divine sparks of human intention. And there is a quote of uh, famous music producer Rick Rubin that resonates with us deeply. I have no technical ability. I know nothing about music. I get paid for my taste. And this is exactly how we see our role. AI might generate the audio files, but it doesn't replace taste, judgment, or soul. So we are kind of curators of the vibration. And when we do it, AI helps with generation, but every song is carefully chosen, refined, evaluated. We don't just prompt once and release whatever comes out. quite the opposite. Okay, sometimes we're lucky and the song is great from the beginning sometimes, but it's very rare. And we can spend weeks or even months on a single track, listening again and again, adjusting lyrics, sound, phrasing, energy, until it gives us the exact emotional feeling we're looking for. And yeah, if it does not feel right, even it's technically good, we don't release it. Many songs never come out for that reason. So I don't know, we have, I think, 50% of songs without we did not publish.
Yeah.
So when we see this process, the production process, it feels unfair for us to dismiss this kind of work as meaningless just because AI is involved, and it's defined. It isn't defined artistry. It isn't defined by whether something was made faster or cheaper than before. Progress always changed tools, and the same arguments were once made about digital production, synthesizers, visual software, photography, etc. And one thing never changes is human emotion, intention, and energy. So it doesn't matter whether you're creating with a guitar or a camera or AI, and if there is a care, attention, and emotional presence, people feel it. And if they're not, people feel that too. So,
Yeah.
so for us, AI isn't replacing artists, it's becoming a tool for artists
Yeah.
who know how to use it consciously. And the future isn't less human, it's human creativity expressed through new instrument. That's all.
Yeah, and I think like where you can get lost is like a lot of people don't like change, and this is like a massive change that's coming in,
Yeah.
and it's going to be huge, even more so this year. But it's just, it is like you said, another tool to use. There's a human behind it, like you said, yourself with the emotion and the
Mhm.
creative intention. So for me, like I'm learning to like it, and it's really helpful to be honest. And
Yeah.
I think it's just like the not understanding. It's the unknown, isn't it? It's like one of the biggest human fears
Yeah.
people have. And the more like people like you are putting yourselves out and explaining from your point of view, it's going to be really helpful.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was just gonna say, like, what is it about your music that listeners can feel like without knowing why and what it is? Like a sonic blueprint, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, when listeners say they feel something without knowing why, usually what they're describing is a sudden sense of safety and resonance. So, a nervous system expert actually told us specifically about this feeling. She said, "I feel it in my body. It feels real and authentic. Your music has this groove and flow, so I can feel it better in my body. It is more embodiment." So it's a physical shift. They press play, and suddenly their shoulders drop, their jaw unclenches, and they feel kind of coming home to themselves. It feels like the music is holding them. So, and that specific feeling is what we call the sonic blueprint. It is the invisible architecture of the song built from two main ingredients, love and wisdom. And so the love, so as we already discussed, the music carries the emotional imprint of its creator. And because we create from a state of benevolence, listeners feel that energy as warmth or relief. They aren't just hearing audio, they are feeling the intention we held for them. And the second, the kind of unspoken wisdom or spoken wisdom, it is about how we handle lyrics. We take deep spiritual concepts and distill them into simple, catchy lines. We don't explain why you are worthy. We just create a melody that makes you sing, "I'm the blueprint." And by skipping this explanation, we bypass the analytical mind. So the song acts as a Trojan horse for positivity. It feels like a vibe, but it's actually doing deeper inner work while you enjoy it. So, and all of the rest, all of this rests on our underlying philosophy, which we call intention groove. It's essentially an operating system for your reality that blends magic and science. So we build a bridge between ancient spiritual practices, the magic of music and rhythm, and modern neurobiology. So the magic is what ancestors knew intuitively. The drumming induces trance, or the chanting calms the soul. And the science is what we know about rhythmic entrainment, how beats sync your brain waves and the vagus nerve, how low frequency physically calm your nervous system. And the feeling listeners have is the result of all these, layers working together.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I said. I could like feel off the one song. It's exactly that feeling. That's amazing.
That's the best thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. This has been fascinating. So like, what do you guys like currently offer right now? And like where can people find you and connect with you? And what can we expect from you in the future?
Yeah, so right now you can find all our music on streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, and wherever you normally listen to music. We have songs around abundance, self-worth, love, peace, confidence, and spirituality. Pretty much the full spectrum of what people want to manifest in their lives. So anyone can start their lazy manifestation practice simply by putting our music on rotation on streaming platforms. And we also have a website, manifestmusic.studio, which works as a central hub. There is a links page with everything in one place, our catalog, social media, and ways to stay connected. And we are active on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, where we share music and ideas around manifestation and intentional living. And we are also collecting emails for the mailing list to notify our fans when the new things will be released. And as for the future, we have huge plans. At the moment, our focus is on strengthening the foundation,
Mm.
and we are improving our social media and branding and raising the overall quality of everything we do and expanding the team. At the same time, we are refining our offerings, making custom songs, memberships, and brand collaborations clearer, more intentional, and easier to understand. And we are building a membership where people can go deeper with more personalized affirmation experiences,
Oh,
exclusive
cool.
content, and a sense of connection with like-minded people. And we are also creating immersive experiences both online and eventually offline, where people can engage with the music in a more transformative way. And musically, we are constantly expanding the catalog. We want to cover every emotional need, every manifestation goal. And overall, we have like a lot of plans and ideas we're excited about. Some of them are like intentionally kept private for now while we develop them properly and protect the
Yeah.
ideas. Right now, our priority is building the resources that allow us to grow so we can create more meaningful experiences, expand what we offer, and give even more value back to people through music. And our long-term vision is to make manifestation music as mainstream as pop music,
Yeah.
something people naturally include in their workouts, morning routines, commutes, and everyday life. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah, I
and this
can see that
conversation,
because we
yeah,
are going more towards like the spiritual way of life now because everybody's kind of waking up. And I
yeah,
it's just going to become the normal one day.
exactly.
Oh,
For sure.
yeah, absolutely.
It's a normal for us.
But it's meant to be. See, you've pulled me in, so you're going to pull other people in as well. So it's going to be, you know, it's going to be good for you guys. And it's obviously meant to be for you, isn't it? Like I always say, everything happens for a reason. Life happens for you because it really does.
Exactly.
And I live by that. Oh, thank you for coming on. Anyway, guys, it's been really interesting.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you, Amanda.
That's okay. So I guess that's a wrap. So, actually, before I go, I want to say to listeners, all the links that have been mentioned and the website, I will be popping in the pod site. Can't talk today. podcast description when it uploads later. So I'll be posting this out at 7 p.m. tonight, guys.
Excellent. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank
you.
you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.